sweet to me. You're so sweet to me. The things you're doing to my mind, I want you to do to my body. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do. You're so sweet to me. Giving me what I need. It's what you got to do. You're so sweet to me. You're so sweet to me. The things you're doing to my mind, I want you to do to my body. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do.
What's happening, man? Y'all see what it is, man. Y'all back for a very special Turf and Rundown, man. It's always special when I can share the screen with my uncle, man, and get it in as we do, man. For everybody that's watching on other platforms, if you're watching on TikTok, if you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on X, whatever it is, man, make sure you're tapping in with you guys here on YouTube at the Raider Rundown at the Ultimate Raider Fan 32. But hey, enough for me, man. It's been a minute, man, since we've seen our guy up on screen, man. What's the deal, big dog? What's happening?
Sir. You, man. That's what's happening, man. I'm happy to be back with my brothers, my nephews, right? All my guys, man. Y'all really held it down while I was gone. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I mean, I'm still obviously not okay, but and that is okay, right? These are things that you get comfortable with being uncomfortable with, I guess, and life has to go on. It's a part of it. As I said, and I will continue to keep saying, my dad, the reason it hurt so bad because he did such a great job, man, and now I gotta follow that. You know what I mean? I got 3 myself. I talk about them all the time. So
that's real.
So yeah, man, I'm glad to be back, bro. So I appreciate y'all holding it down. Thank you. It's Turf and Rundown time, man. How are you? What's going on,
bro?
What's going on with Baby Rundown, man? He over there making
man. Doing my dad thing. Yeah, man, you heard it from the other room, man. So we getting there, man. He over there yelling at me. You see how it is, man. So just continuing, man, to try to learn something new every day. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to this dad shit, man, I mean, it's just every day you learning something new, dog. He gonna tell you how he feel. He gonna tell you if what he like and what he don't like. So
right.
Just learning that. But I'm excited to have you back, man. Just continue to do our thing. I mean, it's getting to the dead period of the Raiders football season, just football season in general. It's dead period. But, once we get ramped up, we get ramped up. So, just trying to enjoy this little downtime before we got to get into the season. And we doing damn near shows every day.
Yes, sir.
But, we got some interesting topics to get into, right? You've been gone for a little bit. Been some real rumblings in the nation, right? It ain't been nothing too crazy, too big. Thankfully, it ain't been too dramatic of an off season like we normally have as Raider fans and shit.
Right.
But I will say there is some things to argue about. Let's just say to talk about. But before we do that, man, you know how we do, man. Let's go ahead and tap in with the chat and see how our peoples is doing, man. We finally back for a Turf and Rundown, man. So we got some people up in here that's that's some of our family.
Yes. And hey, first and foremost, what I gotta do is congratulate Rundown. You getting it together, brother. You know what I'm saying? The picture is quality, is sharp, the sound, the mic.
Yes, sir.
You coming with it, bro.
Green screen coming soon. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We trying to get it right in every capacity. So y'all not looking at grandmama's walls no more. But either way, we still here. We here.
Yes, sir.
Man, what's up with the people, man? Let's go ahead. Let's start it off, man. With our guy, man. Raiders Allegiance, of course, in the building, man. Showing up, showing out our guy, Loon. Man, and I wish you was here for last Friday, Turf, because last Friday, man, we had one of them ones with Loon. It was me, Chris, 805, man. I think we was going for like damn near 4 or 5 hours, but hey.
Right.
For all y'all, whoever knows, if you know, you know, man. R.I.P. to the hat, man.
Yeah, that was funny.
You know.
That was funny. Hey, we got Chris up in here, man. Protect the Shield podcast.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
Glad
Shout out,
to
bro.
see my brother's linked back up. Welcome back.
What's going on, bro?
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm going to just run through these, bro. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. Do you think?
We're going to run through these as we always do.
And I'm going to give a shout out to my
Junior. Yes, sir.
Raiders shout out to everybody on TikTok. Number one, appreciate y'all for tuning in, tapping in with your boy. This is the first time I'm going live on TikTok, so you already know we working out the
you know who it is
Raider
right
fan.
here. So
coming to get that real Raider news, coming to get that real Raider talk. Tap in on YouTube at the Raider Rundown. You feel what I'm saying? Join the conversation. But definitely appreciate everybody that's tapping in on TikTok as well, man. Hope y'all enjoy the show, right?
That's Raiders, baby.
And yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling. But as we do.
That's right. Salute, Lunatic.
As we do.
That's right. We got everybody in here today, man. We got it going. Hey, Jesus, how is wide receiver looking? I don't know, man. I don't know how it's looking. I'm not happy with it just yet. So, but obviously, we're going to get into all of this. Isaiah R. in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. What up, y'all? Arnold Olivida, our guy. What's up, Turf and Rundown? Turf and Run. I'm not bueno.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey,
man.
We got another big time brother in the building. Jeff, salute Turf and Run in the nation.
And they got the Raiders connection tonight, right? With our guy Cheeto.
Absolutely.
So they gonna have their own thing going on, man.
That'll be coming on tonight at 9, I believe, Central Standard Time.
Yeah,
so
bro.
Obviously, gonna have to look at that. Eric, Raiders, haters, Hunter.
My guy, man. What up, family? What up? What's going on, man?
Appreciate it. Kev is in the building. Cool, we got Kev, man. What's going on, bro?
It's family real, bro.
Building, Steve Jones, man. Hey, we're going to get as many as we can. We're going to get it going right here now. But yes, appreciate all of y'all. Salute, brothers. Will Charles Grant be Brandon Parker 2.0?
Yo, somebody said that. Somebody said that on one of my videos, bro, and I've been thinking about that shit. I swear to you, every day. Every day I've thought about that comment, dog. It's that good of a comment.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Hey, but of course, Alec, he says prayers for you and your fam, you know. Of course.
Yes.
Hey, man, shout out to my guy Jay. See him in the building, man. Yep. Shout out to Pete, man. You know we be doing our thing Saturday morning. So yes, sir. Salute to the family, man. Salute. He said Charles Grant, Brandon Parker 2.0, or Lincoln Kennedy. Bro, that's lofty, bro. That's lofty. We going like that's high on both sides of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
On both sides of the spectrum, man.
Yes, sir. But hey, one last shout out, because y'all just saw him last night. Shout out to Nibbles, Nabil Rabadi in the building, the coolest podcast host in the world.
Fire, bro. Hey, that was one of them ones, bro. You got a fire show with that.
I appreciate that, man. And again, Nibbles, I appreciate you, man. It's hilarious I call him that, because I'm telling y'all, if y'all saw this man in person, you would be like, Turf, he's going to smush you.
It always be the big motherfuckers that got them damn near, got them weird-ass names. They named motherfucker Teddy or something. But
right. He's far from a Teddy, right?
Oh, real. Hey, man, but you already know, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you grabbing your drink, grab your smoke. You already know, man. Today, we have our certain sponsors. We got our certain sponsors that's in here. But either way, man, let's continue to do our thing. We got some news that we got to go ahead and talk about real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got to tap in.
Let's do it.
So we already have gotten to the OTAs, right? There's been certain things that's in there. But there's one particular topic that I really want to get your opinion on. And that's Christian Wilkins, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's Christian Wilkins, because I know, a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people don't really want to harp on it or whatever the case, you know what I mean? But I just continue to go back to it because I think that's a big key. I think he's a big key to what we want to do defensively, man. I mean, and everything stems from the D-line. So right. I don't know, man. I worry more and more that if he's not ready by training camp, that it's a real problem, dog. And then you talk about money wasted, right? Because that's a big contract. That's a huge contract. So I mean, how you feel about that?
I mean, you're absolutely right. And we know it's more of a problem because they tried to hide it. Let's keep it a bean. They tried to hide this. They tried to, say it's not nothing. They're still trying to give us that persona. We already know this man will not be ready till week 8. See, and this is where the reality has to set in. Yeah, he may be out there come August, but he's not going full speed. He's not, you know what I'm saying, taking hits, getting himself prepared for week 1. Yeah, sure, they may use him and he may get out there. But let's keep it a bean. There is no way this man is going to be 100% based off this injury, the setback, and where he is right now. It also shows in the draft. I mean, look how we tried to compensate for that with the amount of defensive tackles and just defensive linemen in general that, we drafted. It's going to be a problem, guys. It reminds me of Kuntz all over again, because the reality is that was a problem. And we know it was a problem. The beauty of our edge, though, I think we really actually kind of solidified our edge right now. I think we did a good job with the pieces that we got.
I like the depth.
Exactly.
Because you know me, I've been preaching that for like 2 years already. Where it's like, bro, we ain't got no edge depth.
They listen to you big time. They listen to you big time.
Finally, we're there. But now, okay, but I mean, across the board with the D-line, I will say I don't have that complaint no more. Where I'm like, damn, the Raiders ain't got no depth on any spots on this D-line, dog. Like if the starters go down, like we said last year, starters go down, it's ugly, right? It's ugly. At least there's young talent in there that you can be like, all right, you know, well, we can substitute that for the fact that if somebody goes down.
Right.
But Christian, bro, that to me is a key of the defense where I think he even helps us maybe get closer to a few wins last year if he's playing, I believe, if he remains healthy, or we're just a little more competitive team, a little bit more dominant on defense, right? There's certain games I look back, I'm like, dog, if he was there for Kansas City, we'd probably win that game, right? Like if he was there for who else? What other game we fucked off where I was like, God damn, bro, like we shouldn't have multiple. Anyway, but there's multiple games.
Enough of them. Exactly, enough of them.
Where I think he could have closed the gap just a little bit. Now I'm saying we specifically winning the game, but at the end of the day, he's closing the gap, right? So I think there's specific teams we signed him for too that we didn't get to see him play against, right? We saw him against the Chargers once. Didn't get to see him for Kansas City, which I think we actually signed him for. You feel what I'm saying? To get that middle pressure for Patrick Mahomes. Cause that to run into Max. Same shit with Justin Herbert, right? We only saw that one game with the Chargers. So it's like, I think there are certain things that he does and he brings to this defense that will not be able to be replicated by the young talent right now. Now, we could be proven wrong, right? JJ Pegues coming here. He could be a monster.
Right.
Whatever the case,
He could.
He's a late round pick, right? So is Tonka Hemingway. So we have to sit here and say, okay, now that pressure goes all the way to Adam Butler. That go to Adam Butler, and then that go to a buddy that played last year, right? And I keep forgetting his name now that we got the other guy. He played last year, bro, and he was the D lineman. Lualu.
Yeah, he's another one. We, like you said, we got depth, but the fact that they drafted so many with the depth we already had, we still got Butler, right? That's, I mean, I'm telling you, that's telling you we're scared defensive line wise. We just are.
That's a fact. Yeah. I think, you know, at least they're thinking about it long term, right? Because I've said it watching Tonka that he looks like Adam Butler a little bit sometimes when he gets into mode and when he gets into rhythm. Right. Adam Butler's 30, right? And the contract isn't necessarily a large contract. It's like, okay, we can get off of that if, you know, talent slips or whatever the case, right? Not saying that's what I want to happen, but this business sense, we got to think about that. That's probably what they're thinking about.
No, absolutely.
Same thing with Christian, right? Same thing with Christian. So I'm like, now the edge group is different for me. Man. The edge group is different. I think the edge group, they pretty much are banking on the fact that Kuntz and Crosby are the guys.
Absolutely. And then the depth, though. The depth. We got Snowden. We got Ja. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody else we still have, too, in the mix with all of those guys. I mean,
Snowden.
We got Snowden to back up Max. And then we got Ja to back up Kuntz. But then we still have another edge guy. Don't we have one more edge guy? Or maybe I think maybe one of these tackles we have can be either or.
That's the beauty, right? Because
you know what I mean? In that Tonka kid, I think,
Pegues and all of them can play edge and D tackle and Adam Butler. They can all do that.
Exactly right. Exactly.
So that's the beauty. I think that's the beauty. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the roster real quick. Let me see what we can pull up. Let me see.
Yeah, and the truth is, I want to just make this point. Kuntz has no leeway with me. I mean, he's already been off a full year, right? So he needs to hit the ground running. There is no getting back in football shape, quote unquote.
I agree. Because this is a contract year.
He's got to show it.
Every time, because it seems like even the TRS, it's only like you and I that'd be like, okay, now pump the brakes, hold the horses now. We like him, right? And I like Kuntz for sure. There's no bone in my body that would be like, nah, don't give him his money. If
Right.
it's earned.
Hold on.
If it's earned.
We got a super chat. Everybody can't always rely on young draft picks to help. Thoughts on trading for Buckner or paying for a vet DP? Wow. Nibbles, I told y'all y'all was going to love this kid. He knows his football.
Now, he talking about DeForest Buckner?
Yeah.
You goddamn right. Now, this is the thing, though. What do they want? And this is another topic that I didn't tell you that I wanted to talk about, but it just dawned on my brain because the date is coming up. So we'll talk about it after this. But there's another defensive player that I already got my eyes on, right? So you already know, people already might know who it is, but there's another defensive player we can get on the cheap that I think we can get our eyes on. Now, D-Buck is going to come with some bread. That's going to cost.
Yes, it's going to cost. D-Buck is going to cost.
And not even in the draft capital ain't gonna be cheap either. They ain't gonna be cheap draft capital. You got to fuck around and give up some stuff for them. So
it's gonna be a problem.
Would I love DeForest Buckner? You goddamn right.
We are. Yeah,
that would be nasty. What was the other name?
He's still up there. Payne.
Deron Payne.
Yes, Deron Payne.
But see, that's the one where I think DeForest Buckner is more likely.
Right.
Because the Commanders, if he's still on the Commanders, they're in a window. So it's like, you know what I mean? Why would they want to trade away capital that can help them win right now? And they got a quarterback and shit. You know what I mean? I don't see them doing that.
Right.
I see Indianapolis more getting off of DeForest Buckner because he's a little older and their quarterback situation is dog shit. So
right.
I could definitely see that 100%.
Yeah, on it. We got another super chat from our guy, Just Raiders baby. You already know who that is. Glad to see the return of Turf and Rundown. Appreciate you,
always,
Jay.
man. And y'all gonna get more Turf and Rundown when the season come cracking. You know what I mean? We gonna continue to do our thing. I mean, Turf is back now, so it's all about us just working out the time, man. But we here, man.
We are back. Yes, we are back.
So yeah, man, I agree though. I agree with the first sentiment of the first super chat statement, right? Where it's like you can't always rely on the young talent. Sometimes, dog, you need the dogs. You need the hogs, right? Like you just can't just sit out there and be like, oh, we're just gonna develop everybody. Like if everybody did that, then there'd be like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we would. Hall of Fame coaches everywhere.
Exactly right. So
I just, I would just hope that by training camp, we're not hearing about no boot, you know what I mean? Nothing. I just want him to be 100% ready to go to training camp, get the physicality in, be ready by week 1. That's all I want.
Well, and you already know how I feel. He may be ready by week 1, but I don't think he'll be himself until around week 8. It's going to take him some time. He hasn't had a whole off season, off camp, right pads, all that.
And that hurts.
He hasn't had that. Exactly. He's going to have to, he needed this camp now to get back to that form, if you will. So we'll see.
Shout out my guy Dixon, man, in the building. He says, Coons got to know he's playing for generational wealth. You got damn right. Bro, if he has a good season this year, dog, the price might go through the roof. Now, in hearing him, when I heard him on Max's in like podcasts and all that, he sound like even if he have a good season, bro, he want to stay here. So, you could say that. But then when the motherfucker get to flashing that green at you,
you already know.
You say what you want, dog. But if you get to flashing the money I ain't never seen before,
right?
That's different, right? That is different. So we just gotta keep that in mind, bro. You gotta keep that in mind. But I do like the chances of us getting him back if he has a good season.
Right.
Let's talk about this before we get into other players, though, because I was gonna make a video today if we didn't do Turf or Rundown.
Right.
I was either gonna go live or make a video, and the title of it was gonna be called The Anomaly, right?
Okay.
And when I say that, I'm talking Tyree Wilson, right? Because the reason I call it that is because, bro, if he's good, Turf, right?
Yeah.
Let's just live in fairyland. Can you imagine?
I like it.
Can you imagine if this man starts living up to where he's picked?
Out. Yeah.
Can you imagine it? What this defensive line would look like? Right now, that's the football guys just giving us too much to play with right there. That's too much, right? Because if he does end up turning out like that with Kuntz, with Max, Christian's healthy, Adam Butler's right, No, it's no D line. It's no O line outside of the Eagles probably that's gonna be able to handle that.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
So
I agree. Shout out to Jeff. Super chat. Good to see the two of you on the screen together again. Appreciate you, boss.
Appreciate
you for tuning in and always supporting, right?
Family, man. We could have like 3 months off and come right back like we ain't never left, man.
Yes,
That's how I did. But
a lot of people talking Clowney too, man. And I'm not against it, man.
Mad at
Clowney is still out there. I agree. There's a few people that's been wolfing Clowney on the chat. I'm not mad at it either. Yeah, I ain't against that at all.
That's all depending on how they feel about Tyree, though. Right. It's all dependent, right? Because if they think he can be that guy, then we're good. But if he's the same like he's been, right, and we're not getting nothing, then it's gonna be an uphill climb.
Yes.
The other people just got to play that much better. I mean, where are you at with Tyree? You think he's gonna show something?
No.
Are you done? Completely done?
I think it's a lost cause, but just due to the fact that he is the 7th pick, they literally just have no choice, right? They have to play it out. They have to, money-wise. But I think this is Tyree Wilson's last year as a Raider. That's my guess.
I'm putting the poll in the chat. Is this Tyree Wilson's last year as a Raider?
Hey, I'll create a poll too. I'll create it. Oh, what are you using to create a poll? You putting it on your channel, right?
YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, just YouTube.
Either way.
YouTube joint. TikTok people too, man. Y'all let me know, man. Is it Tyree Wilson's last year, man, as a Raider? Yeah. That's a good question because do they? I don't even know this. I gotta look this up. But did they accept a 5th-year option? Is that happened already, or like what's the deal with that? No, because he's in his 3rd year.
Correct.
Right? This is 3rd year.
This is
so. We don't even have to think about no 5th year until next year.
Hey, and Raider Nation 510. You're absolutely right. I'm not going to sit here and he's definitely gotten better each year for sure. There's no question. But
this is a fact.
Is he number 7 pick worthy? Has he gotten that much better? Is he close to the guys that got picked after him? I would have to say probably not. Probably not even close. That's my bet.
Hell no. Because Jalen Carter was in that same draft. You can't justify it.
Bro, you already know that's the dude that I'm always going to,
Now, look, everybody, for me, you can say what you like. Because me personally, I always bring myself to the forefront. I didn't want Jalen Carter at the time because of our coach, but I wanted Christian Gonzalez.
Yes.
Right? Now you look at Christian Gonzalez. And if we would have took that, we still all sitting fine and dandy, right? Yeah. But it's just the fact that it's not even just Jalen Carter. There are other guys that were there that you're like, dog, like these are impact players. Maybe not at the D-line position, but at other positions. So, bro, he has to do something. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. No if, especially with Christian Wilkins in this news. He has to.
Yes, he's got to be the one. He's got it right. I mean, Nabil said it perfectly. You can't count on your rookies to step up to be, veterans in this scenario. Sure, maybe a few plays and, a few breathers, but we need a veteran. Tyree is a veteran right now. It is what it is.
Boy, I said Charlie Wilson. You'd rather have Charlie Wilson over Tyree Wilson.
Steve, wow.
Dave Wilson.
Hey, man, and I don't know if y'all saw that, man. I got a chance to finally meet Cuz, man. He was, he came down and paid his condolences. I took a picture. I sent it to the fellas in the chat. But I have to show y'all, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Steve, as always, man. Met his lovely wife. Man, just good people, man. Thank you, bro. You definitely helped in this process. I can tell you that much.
Okay. Hey, that's I love that, man. I love hearing that, bro.
Yes, sir.
I love when we can all connect, man. It's always love.
Exactly, and that was the key. That's the key, right? You finally, you talk to each other on this thing called YouTube, whether it's through chat or you know what I'm saying, live, and it's cool. It's real dope to get to see people.
My boy Cool Kev said, put Tyree through the sweat lodge till he's done, huh? Said he's cheap labor. I'm fucking weak. Oh, dog. Yeah. Put him through the union.
That is hilarious.
So I mean, I think, bro, that's just if he can do what he's supposed to do, right? It just upticks us. But that if he's the same, then it's just gonna be very ugly to justify trying to keep him on the roster, right? And then we could try to get somebody else of impact.
Yeah.
And it's Pete Carroll, bro. Like if you're not gonna show any improvement under Pete Carroll, Rob Leonard, then where can we trust the improvement to come from, bro?
Correct.
We got to see it now. It has to happen now. There is no other way to justify it. Alex says, I think you're right. Last year as a Raider, unless he can convert to DT and we keep him on.
Yep.
I think he's stuck as a tweener, bro. Stuck as a tweener. I'd rather have Bobby Boucher than Tyree. Dog, if we had Bobby Boucher, we wouldn't have to. We wouldn't be tripping. We would not be tripping.
This is hilarious, bro.
Big
Shout out to
76 says Tyree had a bunch of missed sacks last year. If he can bag a few of those, he would build a lot of confidence, which is seemingly a challenge. Yeah, and he needs to just continue to learn how to use his hands, bro.
Right.
He needs to keep using his goddamn hands.
Exactly. Bro. I agree. He's got to get skills, bro. He's got to get
skills.
Pay the bills, ladies and gentlemen. In any sport. Listen to what I'm saying. It's skill. Trust me, it's skill. And hand fighting is 100% a skill. 100%. So.
Hey, man, shout out to the only guy that be really big up in Tyree. Now, Tyree had to give him $10.25 for him to pull his advertisement up every time. But shout out to my guy, LV Raider 10, man.
LV Raider.
Hey, if Tyree be listening, bro, this is your number one fan. Honestly, I'm cool, too. Now, Tyree does owe me $20.50.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, bro, you feel what I'm saying? I want that to be collected either in the bread or the sacks. Either way, it has to happen.
Right.
So, y'all gonna hear me say that all season, dog. Y'all gonna hear me say that all season until Tyree delivers. He owes me $20.
Chris, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Already, he ain't even played yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You ain't lying. That dude ready. Hey, shout out to Ja.
I like that.
Hey, I love this kid, man. I can't wait to link up with him. He's from my hometown.
I think he's going to make the squad for sure.
My home state. Oh, there's no question Ja's making the squad. He's from the home state. He's from CT. You got to go check out Chris's interview with him. Fire show. Absolute fire show.
Yeah.
And, I can't wait to chop it up with him because y'all gonna get a different side of it, man. You're gonna get that CT side of things. Shout out to my CT in Northeast. You know what I'm saying? Players that watch us Raiders.
Yeah, factual, man. Love to all the Raiders all across the globe, man. But what I'm looking, I'm seeing a lot of people like Ja. I'm seeing a lot of people are down on Tyree. I will give this piece of positive caveat that he's a very good run defender. I'll give him that. Right, I will give him that. He is a very good run defender. Where we get pissed off is because he's a number 7 overall pick, and we don't just draft seventh overall for run defense. Right. So, I mean, that's where everybody starts getting mad. But he is a good run defender. He does do his thing. You know what I mean when it comes to that. But he's got to continue to work the hands, get different pass rush moves. Man, it has to happen. Now shout out to Alec. I don't know if he's not listening to Max. We'll see. We'll see because time will tell, right? Like if he comes out this year and Raider Way says the same thing, Max don't talk about Tyree. But if we'll come out this year and we're looking and we're like, dog, you haven't learned no moves. You're still doing the same bull rush. You're still doing this, and that.
Right.
Then that pretty much tells me all I need to know. Your ass probably not listening. Your ass is probably doing what you think is best. We'll get newsflash, motherfucker. You are not that good to be doing that. You're not. Why am I not hearing? See, I'm gonna start going on a tangent. I don't want to, but why am I not hearing? You know how we heard JPJ all of a sudden he with Max all of a sudden every morning, and he's like, dog, I don't want to be here, but Max is here, so I'm gonna be here every morning with Max. Max even. You know what I mean? Maybe we ride together sometimes, whatever it is. Right. But JPJ went on Max's schedule, right? Kuntz went on Max's schedule, right?
Yes.
Even Kuntz, because he said it on Max's podcast, bro. He said it on The Rush. He's like, dog, there's no reason why Max can be out in Vegas and working out, and then I'm out here in Miami, wherever the hell I'm going, doing my own thing. Like,
doesn't
bro.
Make sense. Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Right? Why am I not hearing that with Tyree? What are we doing? Where are we at? What work? I mean, and I'm not going to say he's not putting in work, but what I'm going to say is what you've done up to this point ain't been the most successful. Just keep it a bean, bro. Just keep it a bean. You can say what you want, right? You can say you had this coming out of college and you had this, and that. But whatever training regimen and whatever skills you're working on, these past 2 years, it ain't culminating into shit.
No, nothing.
Figure out the different work, bro. Figure out the different way to attack things, bro. Like, and if you're not with Max, even Kuntz to this point, Kuntz is a much upgraded pass rusher than you. If you're not with them too, shame on you, though. Shame. Get him off the squad immediately. I can say that right now, bro. And that's not anything. We don't know that for a fact, right? We have zero clue. I have no idea what Tyree is doing. And I hope and I wish he does what he's supposed to do. And he come out here and does what he's supposed to, you know what I mean? Give us them sacks and all the extra. But if he is one of them dudes that he's looking at Max and Kuntz is like, nah, I think I can do it my own way and blah, blah, blah. Get him the fuck up out the squad. Tell you right now, get him up off here. There's no room. No room for that shit at all.
I agree. It's mind-boggling me, the guys that don't get it. You know what I mean? It's so wild, man.
And what's crazy is, dog, and this is not even a crazy statement. Turf, you can tell me if it's a crazy statement. Max doesn't have the ounce of athleticism Tyree does.
Not even remotely close.
Not an ounce, dog. I'm telling you right now.
Animals, bro. They're two different animals.
Different spectrums. Different spectrums. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, we talking about jungle cats. One's a cheetah, one's a tiger, dog. We just in different weight classes. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to athleticism. For real. And that's not, don't get this confused for us saying he's a better player, but it's just true.
It's facts. It's 100%.
You know, 6'6", 6'7", 250, whatever the case, can move like that. Dog. You don't know many. It's not many.
Nope.
But that's what's gonna, like Turf said, bro. Like, but you can't force the mindset though. If I could get Max's mindset in a player like Tyree, this is why everybody's created different. Because if Tyree had Max's mindset, it's game over.
Game over.
It's game over. No, there's nothing you can do. Zero you can do
at all.
But this is why everybody's created different and everybody has their own challenges. This is why Max is who he is, and this is why some players fall to the wayside. Because Max, no, I don't have that athleticism, dog. If I don't work the way I do, right? I'm not going to be like Myles Garrett, where I can just show up, you feel what I'm saying? And then here I am, Micah Parsons, and here I am, you know what I mean? Like, I can just show up and do what I do. Tyree in college, dog, you can just take one arm and throw somebody, you feel what I'm saying? And don't have to do much effort or work. Then it's going to be easy.
Correct.
But for somebody that ain't got the tools, and I got to learn how to use the tools, my work ethic going to be different.
It's going to be
plain simple facts, but
you're absolutely right. There's no way around it, man.
I hope, I pray, I really do, bro, because anytime we come out here on some negative shit, we're never hoping that we're right. I'm never hoping I'm like, oh yeah, bro, Tyree's not gonna. I'm not hoping that Turf is right, that Tyree ain't gonna be nothing.
Absolutely not. We all want to be wrong. We all want to be wrong.
We have to be wrong. We have to be wrong, dog, because if we're not wrong, then we're sitting here and we're looking at another dog shit season. So then that's why we're like, bro, we're hoping, but we have to be realists at the same time. You gotta be realists at the same time. So, hey, man, we appreciate everybody that's up in here, man. It's a fire show as always, man. We 40 minutes in. I think we only even touched on like 2 topics, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody on TikTok as well, man. Appreciate y'all for joining us, man. If you're tapping in here, man, tap in on YouTube at the Raider Rundown, man, and you know what I mean, tap in with the conversation there, man. But appreciate everybody 100%. But I do want to get into this now. I done talked about this at length, but of course I ain't talked about it with the and this is something that I definitely wanted to get on. If you don't think it's a big deal, then we move on quick. But the stance, the Ashton Jeanty stance, right? I mean, I need your takes on it, because I done talked to everybody and this and that, you know.
Right.
Like, and I'm looking at it from a very simplistic view where I'm like, dog, as a player, I'm like thinking about it. It don't fucking matter. It literally don't matter. To me, it didn't matter. You know what I mean? And then even the analogy Chip Kelly used, I was like, all right. You know what I mean? Okay. But where are you, bro? Where are you, Unc?
You want to know, this is the only problem I have. You know, everybody has their thing.
Right.
He's gotten accustomed to that. He's a rookie. I mean, I get it. I believe Chip's doing the right thing by getting the guy in line, if you will. It's just best, I think, for all involved. It's not college. It's, you know what I mean? Is there are going to be times that they will be on your ass the second the ball is hyped. And if you know what I'm saying, if you're not prepared, you know, being in that stance, as well as blitzing, right? There's just a lot that goes on with that. But the flip side of that is that playing with his psyche. See, this could be something absolutely, like you said, it makes no sense. We could just move on. Or it could be something to where people are like, man, let him play the way he want to play. That's why he's not getting the yards or things along those lines, because it's in his head. He can't use his stance. He's not, quote unquote, comfortable. It's going to give all of the Jeanty fans a reason or an excuse, if you will, right? Because he's got to get back comfortable with that. It's all nonsense and BS. Bottom line is that stance isn't working in the NFL anyways in a lot of cases, and specifically when you got blitzers. There's just things that it makes no sense. So I'm glad that they did it, but is it going to hinder this kid? We hope it's absolutely nothing, but all I can tell you is I've seen running backs do worse off a little less. Right?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
the one ankle not taped in, all of a sudden it's a problem. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's just, yeah.
We done talked about it. I talked about it at length. It's just like, again, my whole thing is I don't think. Now I have to see what it does for his game, right? I got to see what it does for his game, because there are certain there's been points made where it's like, okay, now can it help with pass blocking, right? Can it help with being ready for certain things of that nature?
Right.
To a degree, yeah, it can. I really don't think that. I think more along the lines of it was what he had to do at the point of contact than what it was leading up to the contact. Like that's what I think. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see if that plays a part in the game. My just whole thing was, again, like you're saying, it's the comfortability factor, right? It's the comfortability factor, and a little bit maybe it's just a little bit of I need to mature a little bit more. But a little bit of it for me is like, some of what Chip Kelly did is a little bit of, well, I got to show you what the totem pole is a little bit.
Right.
Me personally, I don't like that shit. I don't like that. I'm not that type of person. I don't give a fuck what it is, dog. We can be working at Burger King. I don't give a damn what, bro. If you're not for real, like, and I'm not going to say that because he is his boss.
Right.
It's more along the lines of fact of like, now we're both professionals, right? We're both professionals, and you're trying to be like, well, you know I'm your boss, right? with some shit that really don't make no sense, right? Like now I feel something different where it's like something huge, and it's like, dog, this is really gonna change the way you're looking at the way you play the position, right? Then that's different. But I just think this was more of, hey, dog, let me knock you down a little bit. You know what I mean? I know you think you missed the big stuff right now, but let me show you, you know what I mean? It's the NFL, right? I think that was more of that than it was than it was majority of, oh yeah, we're doing it for football reasons. Like that's just me. That's where I'm at.
No, I agree. I think I agree. And I mean, this is one of those things where they could have left it alone and saw where it went, right? And made a change after the fact.
Yeah.
It would have been a no-brainer, no thing. Yeah. But because it's Chip Kelly and he still needs to find a way. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you said, he still needs to find a way. So, I don't know, man. I kind of agree with you. And that's where Chip Kelly no longer needs to try to be a head coach. He needs to stay where he is.
That's just it, dog.
Stay where he is, bro.
I've thought about it all these days, and I'm like, bro, why is this bothering me? And I think that's why it's really bothering me, dog. Because it's not to me, it's not really all football related. It's more of, hey, I know you almost did Barry Sanders' record. This ain't that, right? Like this, and that's what I think it is, bro. And so whatever, right? Whatever. If it helps changing the game, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But this is where we give a shout out to our brothers, right? Because sometimes when they right. Sometimes, and I'm not gonna say he's all the way right. I'm not gonna give you all that credit, right? Yet, but shout out to Chris because it's a little bit of a portion of it, right? A little portion that he was talking about when we first got him, where he was like, "Bro, dog, there's certain things he does that's just unnecessary," and this is one of them, in my opinion. This is one of them, but
right.
So shout out to Chris for it. You know, we're gonna see if the steps are taken to say like, oh yeah, Chip Kelly is fucking himself. You know what I mean?
Right. No, absolutely. Hey, and I see another one of our brothers, bro. Severe is in the building.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Severe.
I ain't been looking at the chat at all, man.
He's Severe Raider. I know. It's so y'all gotta forgive us a little bit, right? Because y'all all know chat lives matter. But it's been a while since we had Turf and Rundown. So we just got into it, you know what I mean? And we haven't been able to hit the chat up. Trust me, we appreciate y'all. We here. We gonna start pulling up stuff. I'm trying throughout. But yeah, we just vibing right now. We vibing.
Yeah, bro. And shout out to everybody again. Like I keep saying, I keep repeating it, but shout out to everybody on TikTok. I think we got another gifted on TikTok as well too. So appreciate it. Thank you. But now there's a conversation being had down there where we're like, did Max always have the mentality that he did, or did he have to grow into it? Nah, bro. From when we got Max in Oakland, he's always been that guy. Always been a guy. Now, I'm not going to say he's always been the most what he is today, but as far as the mindset and as far as how he played, it's always been like that. Even before the sobriety and all the extra, bro, he's always had that little dog about him, right? Yes. Where, shout out to you, shout out to a lot of people where it's like, and now I'm on it too, where it's like, I don't see that, and there's no other way to say it, bro. I try to be PG. There's no other way to say it. When I look at my D line and my O line, I need a little bit of that fuck you in them. I need it. There's no other way. There's no other way to say it, dog. There's no other way because for real, you can't be nice in this position. You can't. You hitting somebody every play, man. You're moving a grown man against his will.
Correct.
There's no other way to say it.
Every down, every snap, every whistle.
There's no other way to say it, dog. You can't be soft. When it comes to that, I don't want to call Tyree soft. I don't want to say that, but there is a lack of that fuck you. You know what I mean? Like there's a lack of that. And even look, and to a degree, I'll put it like this: Kuntz is a quiet individual, right? He's a quiet individual.
He is.
But there's a certain way he plays on the field when he gets turned up, where you're like, yeah, he's in mode. I can see it, right? Like in them 8 games, bro, where he was playing and he was getting after motherfuckers, bro. There was a little way he was playing. There was an aggressiveness to it, right? There was a little dog to it where you're like, all right, bro. And that's why all of us was getting so excited. With Tyree, bro, there's just, with as big as he is, you would think it's, bro, fuck off me. You feel what I'm saying? Get off me, dog. Call somebody to the side, bro, and get it right. That's what I want to see, bro. I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
Bro, I'm with you on that, and that's number one. That's key, especially defensively. It is the Raider way. It's, we have to find a way to have some of these guys that's going to push the edge, man. They're going to push the envelope. They are absolutely going to get flagrants. They're going to do all those things that, hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That is the Raider way, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if y'all know that, especially on defense. Jack Tatum was trying to put you under the dirt. It didn't matter. You can find me, take me out there. There's no way Jack Tatum plays in this day to day. There's just no way. No, and the bottom line is that is the Raider way. It's never not been the Raider way. We've just finding the way to cope with the new ways of playing. You gotta have a mean streak.
There you go. Hey, shout out to my guy Machiavelli in the building, man. That's my dog for Blunts and Breakdowns, man. Shout out to him. That's where I disagree, and that's where I'm like, bro, there's always been that mean streak with Max. Like Max had to learn how to channel it, use it the correct way. right? And that's where I'm at. But I think there's always been that mean streak. It's just something where I just don't see it, right? With Tyree, like just keep in mind, right? If I name these individuals, they all kind of got the same little mindset about them, just in different ways. Kuntz, Max, Christian, Adam Butler. All four of them kind of got a little, you know what I mean? A little chip on him. They all do, right? Now, granted, most of the dudes except for Christian, all the three of them dudes wasn't high draft picks. So there's a reason that some of them got that chip on them.
Right.
Correct. But even with Christian, he didn't have a good first couple years, remember? No. So he had to wait. So that's what we're hoping with Tyree. Maybe these first 2 years where you're not as good and you learn gets you going in the mindset, right? Hopefully. Right. We'll see. We'll see, dog. We'll see.
Marcus Webb, that might be the Raider way. But don't get costly penalties to cost the game, a.k.a. Chris's homeboy, Arden Key.
Man, hey, every time
Chris will get a laugh out of that one.
Arden Key, bro.
Arden Key.
What?
Hilarious.
Cool Cat says Tyree plays like an English Mastiff. Huh? Cool Kev.
Something
about that is very accurate. Cool Something about that is very accurate. I ain't even go cap.
Right.
Sal, he got that Briggs and Stratton over here. Hey, man. Real talk, bro. Real talk. Tyree got to go someone past Carroll the Scissors, man. Hey, man. We got to give him one more year, bro. We got to give him one more year, man.
Right.
We got to give him one more year. But
one more.
I really like, hey, shout out Jason, man, too, man. I just saw your message, bro.
Hey, so I'm shout out Raider Nation. Jason in the building. Mahomes in the ring around the rosy woke Max. That sure did. That caused the problem. That definitely caused the problem.
We got to see what's up. We got to see what's up there, man, with Tyree. But moving on with that, there's another player that maybe we can add to the roster that might really upgrade this. Now, I don't know if it's possible, but I know I've heard that June 1st is the time that we're waiting, and that's Jalen Ramsey, right? Jalen Ramsey, they said June 1st is the time that they're waiting to see what happens with that, because I think something with the contract happens after June 1st. So, I would want to add him bad, man. I want to add him bad. I really think he can upgrade what we have in the secondary just for the fact that we're so young, right? Like, just get some veteran leadership in there. Somebody that's been to Pro Bowls, been there, done that. Been to a Super Bowl. I think he won the Super Bowl, right? So he got a ring.
Yes.
Get somebody in there, bro, that has that experience of winning.
Yes.
That's what I want to see, bro. And he can play safety if we want him to.
Correct.
So that would be that.
It's I don't know. We still got some things that need to happen. I mean, that's obvious, but it's just I just want to make sure that people's expectations, right, are properly tamed defensively, because our defense ain't there yet, and our defense is the better part of our team. So it's just something to think about. You know what I mean? We got some holes to fill, and this Christian Wilkins thing is not helping. That is a big problem, guys. I'd much rather have the other problem, meaning that we don't have a secondary at all. But Wilkins in that front line is ready, because that's going to help out that secondary. Without Wilkins, bro, Darian's going to have a rough rookie season.
It's going to be tough.
At least till week 8. And I'm assuming he's going to be the starter across from JB.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
Now, everybody, there's some people that can say that they're cool with the corner room. I'm not necessarily all the way sold, right? Like,
people say they're cool with the. Wait, back up. Bro. Hold up, back up.
I'm not all the way sold, bro. I'm not all the way sold. There's still some things I gotta get figured out, right? Like, number one, is Jacorian Bennett gonna play a full season? Right?
Bingo.
Number two, is Eric Stokes gonna play a full season? Because up to this point, up to last year, he hasn't, right?
Yeah,
so there's that. Number 3, what does Darian Porter look like? right? What does that look like? Because at the end of the day, this is only 2 years of corner experience.
Right.
So there's that. 4. What I saw from DeCameron Richardson last year ain't gonna cut the cheese, man.
Ain't gonna do it.
It ain't gonna cut it. So if I get the same type of performance as last year from DeCameron Richardson, you might as well cut that bait now.
Damn.
Because that ain't gonna cut it at all.
You know, we got some guys, but I mean, will they translate? Greedy Vance, I thought he was the name. You know what I mean? I thought he was the name that had a legitimate, you know what I'm saying, shot. Now, who I do really like, shout out chatting with my guy Nibbles last night, and that's Mello Dotson. I think he has a chance.
But I'm going to tell you why he has a chance, because I didn't even bring this up. Last point about the corner room.
Yeah.
Who's the nickel? Where is he?
We don't have
nickel,
one,
bro.
We don't have one.
There is no nickel.
One of these guys gotta.
We have no slot. It's Darnay Holmes at this point, and 17 games of Darnay Holmes.
That's a great question, Alec. Great question. Who is the nickel?
No, there is no nickel. There is no nickel at all. Now Darnay Holmes, you can say that, but 17 games of that ain't gonna cut the cheese either. That ain't gonna do it. So, that's ugly, right? Because I mean, now if you wanted to tell me, because I seen somebody say something about Asante Samuel, right? But there's a reason why he's not been picked up, and I heard it was injury related. And I think there's a reason, because he's young enough where he should be picked up already.
Right, but clearly there's a problem.
There's a problem there. I don't know if I'm taking the flyer, and I think it's injury related. I have to really look, but something ain't smelling right in that direction. It ain't smelling right.
And as Judge Judy say, if it don't smell right, it ain't right.
It ain't smelling right. Now, this is a name right here where I'm intrigued. Justice Simmons intrigues me. Right?
Hey.
I like that.
Okay.
Because it allows us to do more with Jeremy Chin and Palomar, right? Get them down in the box. Get them doing what they do. So I would like that. But hey man, Jalen Ramsey, man, I just think he
would change the game for the whole secondary. I'm not gonna even lie. You get something like that in here, it's pretty much a wrap.
Now, I'm not saying the man is what he once was, right?
No,
like
he's not. But he brings that dog. He brings that
more of that dog. And he's better than anybody in the room right now. He's better than anybody in the room. I don't want to hear none of that, dog. He would be the best corner on the squad.
He's Raider-esque. Raider-esque. Whether you like that or not, he's Raider-esque.
And I just think, you know, and think about how big he is, right? For Porter and for DeCameron Richardson, if you still want that to learn from that type of corner,
right?
It's beautiful, bro. Not only do you learn with Pete Carroll and you learn with all in PG, but you got Jalen Ramsey on the field to help too. You getting all the tutelage. That's all you need, bro.
You can start creating some serious problems with Jalen Ramsey on the team.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Let him take Porter under the wing. This how you do it. You feel what I'm saying? This how I'm gonna show you how to really do it at an all-pro level. And if we get that, hey, that's what I'm saying, man. The more we can do. Now, $20 million this year for Ramsey is a steep cost. Could be, right? It could be, but we still got a lot of cap space next year. We still have a lot of cap space next year, bro. We still are one of the top 5 teams in terms of cap space going into next year. So we'll be okay, right? I just think sometimes you got to pay for what the player brings, like all of it, right? Like, and we just named like 3 things he would be bringing to the team, not only on the field, but off the field too. So I just think that'd be something that pays dividends for us, bro.
Right. Cool Cash says, you guys forgot. Ramsey passed on the Raiders to go play with the Rams and Dolphins.
I don't think he passed. I think they just traded his ass there because he wanted to come here.
Right.
They wanted to come here.
Right. Alex says $20 million this year for Ramsey is a steep cost. That is steep, but I think
I'm still doing it.
I think exactly because the translation of what he gives to those kids that's in that locker room, that's in that particular space, it's worth it. It's worth every bit of it, man.
Yeah.
Yep. And DeMarcus, you're right. Sante did have shoulder surgery. It's a great reason to stay away from.
And this is one of these things, right, where it's like somebody. Now we're talking about money, right? And this is where, bro, like we're gonna correlate it right now. We're talking about money, but these are some of the things where when we cheer certain moves on, y'all have to realize where it could go, right? Now we did just get Charles Grant, right? We did just get that. Right. Say if he ends up working out. Now, I don't think it's going to be any time in the next year or two, but say if he does end up working out, well, that's money you can take off the books there.
True.
If Christian Wilkins is end up injured, right? He's going to have to restructure that contract. I don't give a damn about none of that. He's going to
100%.
100%. Max won't restructure. He's already done what he's supposed to do. He's got his bread, but the contract isn't that bad for Max, so I'm not really tripping off that. And nobody else is making that stupid amount of money. Not even Gino. Gino ain't making that stupid amount of money. So I and it's a bunch of dudes on 1 year for real contracts this year. I think Raider Nation 510 said that bunch of dudes on 1 year contracts for real. And then you just pick and choose next year, right? Who stays? Who goes?
Correct.
Who played well? Who didn't play well?
Correct.
And then from there we figure it out.
Yep. I agree.
Hey, bro, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
All day.
Especially if they cut him. If they cut him, oh no, hey, there's no stopping me from getting this man. There's no stopping me, dog. Hey, get Max on the phone immediately, dog. Get Max on the phone.
Come on.
Tell him to call him. Something. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Raider Menace. Ramsey wants to be a Raider. He said it, not me. I think he would too. But then this is now
I'll take him.
If he's free and he does choose another team, then there you go. That's all you need to know.
Right. True.
Now let's talk about the safety position a little bit, because I've brought this up a lot, right? Where I've said I think Justin Simmons would be a very, very good addition because I think we got fish out of water, right? In Palomau and Chin. In saying if I'm trying to tell them to play Charles Woodson center field, safety dog, like that's not their. You know what I mean?
That ain't gonna work.
I would much rather seeing Jeremy Chin, maybe Palomau, say, all right, bro, Kelsey down there, go ahead, do your work. You know what I mean? Get in the box. You know what I mean? Let's cover these tight ends. Let's cover some of these guys that's giving us trouble down here. You feel what I'm saying? Then we can get right. I just don't know about it right now. I mean, how you feel?
I think you're 100% right. I don't know how much we can count, right, on those guys as far as that particular skill set. And it's something we have a lot of holes defensively that people aren't really wanting to look at. And this is going to be where it comes back to bite us, and we get beat over the top, right? We get beat by a Chip Kelly type offense. That's just catering to us biting on the run, inching up and really not having those guys for depth. So we got to figure that out. Like you said, that's why these other guys matter. The Simmons, those people, it matters.
100%. And I see this comment. Where was it? Hold on. Palomau might get nickel duty. Yeesh. Shit. If we did that, bro, it's over. He's gonna get flambéed out there, dog. He's not right in that type of space. Mike Hilton, maybe I could rock with that. Now I've seen some people say, I think I just saw a comment. I think it was Raider Nation 510, but he said the safety room is talented. And we got some guys in there. I gotta beg to differ, man. And I'm not gonna say they're not talented, but I will say it's like, we got Chris Smith in here. Chris Smith is going on year 3, right?
Yeah.
He's going on year 3. So that's got to get figured out. This is probably his last hurrah. I don't even know if Buddy makes it out of training camp, to be honest.
Right.
Be real, because they got all these safeties in there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys. Lonnie Johnson is playing safety now as well. They got Harper as well. If he still is at safety, I don't know what he will be. But if Harper is still at safety, the guy they picked up, another guy, Trey Taylor, right? So Chris Smith is on the edge. He's on the bubble.
Right.
He's got to perform. We didn't see nothing of Trey Taylor last year. So this is typically year 1. We don't know what this is going to be.
That's a great point.
And everybody else has shown up to this point to be depth or special teams, right? So
correct.
I want to have confidence because when we got Chris Smith, I was excited. But as of right now, we got to call it a bean, a spade, right? You got to keep it a bean.
No, I agree. You're spot on with that.
Got to keep it a bean.
We have a super chat rundown 2. Great show. $1.99 by Chewy's NFL Games and News. Appreciate you, boss.
Yep.
As always, man.
Appreciate it, man. That's our guy, man. Appreciate Chewy in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Now, Alex said Rams and McVay could still pursue Ramsey. Now, that'd be if they want him, that'd be somebody to deal with.
That would.
Because they're a good squad.
And they're in contention. They got a chance. When you go there, you in the playoffs.
That they do. You are completely correct. So, that'd be somebody to mess with right there. But other than that, I think we still could end up being in the mix, man. I would love for us to be in the mix, just to see.
For sure, without question.
So let me see what I know. We had another topic. I didn't forget what the hell I said. So let me.
Well, we had your guy. I'm gonna just put it to him right here. AJ. Oh, got a new deal. One of our best players.
There we go. Team. That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. Recent news: AJ Cole in his new deal. To me, best punter in the league. If he continues on the pace, probably the best punter in organization history. To be honest with you. Better than Leckler. Yes, better than Leckler.
Well, you got to remember, there's one guy that you leaving out, and that's Ray Guy. Ray Guy was he made it's arguable.
But that's why I say he has to continue on the pace.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's arguable
because what AJ Cole been doing right for the past couple years.
It's wild.
If our team was good, bro, we'd be taking advantage of what he's done. Right? Because I ain't even gonna lie, Turf, he saved us in a couple games.
Minimally, he saved us.
Yeah, saved our ass in a couple games, dog. So
absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, I think, for him, like I said, again, I'm not saying he is the best punter in organization history. But again, if he stays on the path, bro, I really think that he's gonna get in there.
He's getting in, bro. He's getting in.
You can't deny the talent, bro. The talent, the talent is there, bro. Like
100%. Barring no injuries. Yeah.
Yep. He's won games and he's kept us from losing a couple games too.
Hey, he deserved every bit of the bag that he got.
Goddamn right.
Every bit of it. He's
earned all the players. Out of all the players on the squad, bro, like him and Max and Colton up to this point to a degree, if they decide to give him that bread, those are the three where I'm like, yeah, bro, give them their bread.
Right.
Give them their bread.
I like Marquette King too. He's still around too, guys. He's still around. But Alex has a great question. Is Jacoby going to get extended?
He better. Because I'm gonna be real, right now, he's needed. Right until we can choose. But it depends.
That's where I was at with it, because I don't know if he's necessarily needed.
Because I don't know what Bech is. I like Bech and I have confidence in Bech, but I don't know what it's gonna give me. I don't know what Dante Thornton's gonna give me. Right. So
in my opinion, Bech and Jacoby could potentially be the exact same players, possession receivers.
That could be a possibility. Now, if that's the case, you're gonna want to get a more explosive number one. Right?
You're gonna want to keep the young guy.
But it depends on how they view the receiving core. What's up with Brock? Right? Like, are they saying Brock is our number one for real? I don't care what is. I don't care.
Well, the question is though. Let's not. The question is he going to get extended? Because
I think he is.
Wow.
I think he is.
See, hey, Raider Nation Jason thinks the same thing. Jacoby's a keeper. You know what, guys? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have been looking at our team, and he's always been a consistent, upgradable piece. You could take that however you want to see fit. But in my opinion, even as a number 2 wide receiver, he was never the best number 2 wide receiver. Not even close. That you see what I'm saying? Like, and if you can trade while he's high, and you already got that guy younger, I think it makes sense. I'm just gonna be honest. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, if that's the case, because I don't see a field where both of them are on it. I'm just keeping it a bean, and we're gonna have somebody taking something off the top, and it makes sense that play, that style. I don't see it.
I want to refute Turf's point. I do. I really do. But
I want you to.
He's not all the way wrong. He's not all the way wrong. Because keep in mind, right? What if we just got to play devil's advocate? Like, what if they are the same type of player, and they kind of do play the same?
They do. They do.
What if we don't get all that we need to get? Because then that just means Dante Thornton got to be that much better. He has to be that much better, right? To if we're trying to say like he's got to be like an upgraded receiver, and we want him to be like that guy, right? Where we got a different skill set other than the possession guy, right? Then at that point, like, you would want Dante Thornton to be better. But if he's just if he's just a speed dude, then at that point we just got a whole bunch of dudes on the field that run possession routes with Brock that's not really all that fast, and Jacoby's not that fast and all that. And then when we bring in certain guys, you're gonna know like, oh, we're just trying to stretch the field now because they didn't brought this dude in here and blah blah blah. It could work like that, but
word could.
For me, I just think the way they've been doing these contracts, the way they've been cooking up, the money, I don't think it's going to be that much money that Jacoby's going to get, extended for anyway. Right. And I don't even think it's going to be for that long. I think it'll probably be like a 2-3 year deal, right? Something like that.
It'll be light. It will be light.
Something light, bro. That's not really going to take too much of the pockets. So I think they'll fuck around and find a way to keep it relatively happy on both terms, where it's not too long. Money's not too big either, but money's good for him, and we can keep him. That's what I want. At least for another 2 years, right? Or until you feel me, Gino's cousin from Ohio State is ready to come out. At that point, you feel if Jeremiah Smith say, "Hey man, I'm ready to come out," and we in position to get Jeremiah Smith, well, you goddamn right, Turf. You package him up. And I love Jacoby, but package him up.
Get him on up.
What you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do. Or Ryan Williams come out. You feel what I'm saying? You package him up.
Sir.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
Hey, we got a chat celebrity in the building, Billy Davis. What up, Raider Nation? Rundown Turk.
What's going on?
What's up, Billy D? Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show as always, man. Yeah. Love seeing Billy D in the building.
Yep. I agree. Up to this point, bro, Jacoby Myers is the best receiver we have right now. He is. He is the best receiver we have.
I beg to differ. I mean, technically, yes, but Brock Bowers is the best receiver that we have.
Oh, yeah, pass catcher, but he don't play receiver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said the
technicality. If we're talking about just receiver, he's the best receiver.
He's the best receiver. Thing we got.
He is the best guy. And shout out to LV10. He said the same thing, bro. Till we can snag Ryan Williams or Jeremiah Smith, we own it. But I do think, he does his job. He provides a level of dog and nastiness as well.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I could be on there. Hey, man, I feel you, LV. I like Ryan. I like Jeremiah, bro. I'm a Jeremiah dude, bro. He's unstoppable. That motherfucker right there. He scream Raider to me. I don't care about that. He really do.
Hey, my 2 cents is in the building. What's
going on, big dog?
Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show.
Okay, wait a minute.
He said, okay, wait. I know
we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
He said we're not going to do that.
You see this comment?
Which one?
This comment says, Myers can take the top off the defense.
Yeah. I don't know what Raider Nation smoke is smoking.
Hey, man. Look,
you so wrong with that comment. We looked for that all season.
I like him, and of course I'll defend Jacoby. And I think you know what I mean. He just had 1,000 yards. I think he can continue to get better with better quarterback play.
Dude,
right? But
this is so out of pocket.
We can't say Reggie Wayne and
this
that
is so out of pocket. Yeah, that's so out of pocket, bro. That is so out of pocket, Raider Nation 510.
There's no way.
Yeah, Reggie Wayne was a dog.
Yeah, bro. I like Jacoby, but you can't say it in the same.
Ain't even close. Reggie Wayne was WR1, bro.
All day, every day.
Reggie Wayne was WR1. He was not fighting to be a WR2 ever in his career. I'm sorry, ever.
Big 805 in the building.
Maybe 1A, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Our guy, run down in turf, bringing it back. Salute.
805, man. What's happening?
Already know.
Yeah, can't go wrong with either guy, man. Definitely can't go wrong. But we appreciate everybody in the building, man. Turf and Rundown back for a little bit doing our thing, man. But was a fire show we had today, man. But
always.
Anything you want to bring up to the chat? Anything you want to talk about before we go on out of here?
I mean, I just want to temper people's expectations. I know I just know that this running back situation is going to be a problem, and I want y'all to understand and know why. Because Raheem Mostert is going to get in the ball game, and it's going to be crazy. And it's going to be hard to try to keep asking for a rookie running back that I honestly don't think he can carry his jock strap right now. And that might be a take that people ain't even paid attention to, thought about, wanted to discuss. The guy is exponentially faster than Jeanty. He's better all the way around as a pro. And we would absolutely be a foolish organization to try to push a product that isn't proven just because. And I'm telling you right now, when Raheem Mostert gets in the game, my man's not taking the back seat to nobody. So it's just something to watch. I just want you, it's something to watch because everybody got all their highs, they sights, right? I mean, I could even say this on the defensive side of the ball when it comes to Kuntz. You better watch your back, homeboy. Ja ready. I'm just telling y'all. Is people ready for that number 2 spot? Max got it sewn up. So you think Snowden not, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I can come off that opposite side too. Somebody wants your spot, Kuntz, and you haven't showed me anything that's going to keep it. Yep. You know, so there's a lot going on, man, and I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to all of it, but all I can tell y'all is Mostert, he ready. I'm telling y'all, he ready. He's not passing no baton right. He's not in the 4x400 relay, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't ready to pass the baton to this kid. He ready to take that baton.
Where I will say, like, I do think
y'all know.
I'll disagree. There are certain things where I think Jeanty is definitely better than
where
right now.
Where?
But what I will say,
Jeanty is better than Mostert right now because Mostert's better in the league.
Contact balance, off rip.
Contact balance.
Already.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Come on, bro.
I'll give you that. No, I'll give you that. That's one. That's one out of how many we going.
Superpower for real. I think coming off of it, I think he's gonna be a better receiver. I do think he's gonna be a better receiver. Now, this is where you get me, right? Now, if I gotta tell you who's gonna come in the pass block,
it ain't gonna be Jeanty.
It ain't gonna be Jeanty. It's just not, right? I'm not gonna take him out there and do that. I'm gonna put Mostert out there. That's what I'm gonna do. If I say that there are certain instances where I think I want a little bit more speed to this gap.
That's it,
right? A little bit more speed to the zone gap, then I'm probably gonna put Mostert in there.
I tell y'all gonna see. All I can tell you is you are going to see the difference once this kid gets in the game. It's not gonna be what people think.
It's a perfect. I do like this though. I will say this: they're perfect complements to each other. They are perfect complements to each other. They're not. The skill sets aren't the same, right? Where you get something different with Jeanty, and then you get something different with Mostert.
You get a different gear.
I like that, right? Because if I'm doing the running back and I need 2 running backs, I'm trying to change it up.
It's a change of pace. No, you're absolutely right.
I like that.
You are 100% correct there. It's a change of pace for real. It's not the same monster. And to be honest, you're more afraid when Mostert is in the game because you know he can take it to the house for 80 without nobody touching him.
Because as of right now, you don't know what Jeanty's
I'm really not feeling Jeanty doing that with a 4.5 40, and you got freaking linemen that's running 4.6s, 4.7s, and they've already been proven to catch running backs from behind. Yeah, I'm not sold, guys. I'm from the show me state. I'm not sold.
My thing is right now, I'm not expecting. This is where I would be. I'm not expecting Jeanty to break no 50, 60-yard runs right now. What I am expecting, though, is that I better not see him go down on first contact, damn near even second contact. Right? Like that's where I'm at. Because I've said it from the jump, and this is where a lot of people get fooled because they watch the college shit and they're like, well, you know, he's breaking all these runs, he's doing all that. But sometimes certain things don't translate. His type of game, even though he was breaking those runs, he has the type of game, bro, where he requires damn near 20 touches, right? Like he requires damn near a little more than that because of the way his style of play, bro. He wears on you, little bowling ball ass brother, right? So it's like,
big time.
And the contact balance towards the fourth quarter is like you're not really wrapping up. So at that point, bro, he's bouncing off people, right? And that's where his game that's why he always said, I love Marshawn Lynch and all that. Why you think he says that? Because he knows, bro, he knows what type of game he has, right? Where it's like, bro, I like to wear the defense down and do all that. So how much will he be able to do that this year is the question. That's going to be, how many times can we say we're going to lean on the run game, give him 20 to 25 carries? That's going to be the question.
Raider Nation 510, we have to have a conversation. Do you not understand that Mostert has literally Olympic track speed? I can't believe you're trying. You've made two very illegitimate statements tonight. I mean, bad. Raider Nation 510. The first one, you remember the first one he stated?
Which one?
About Jeanty. And now he's saying that Jeanty has better straight line speed.
Wow.
Bro, I don't think you understand the ability of Raheem Mostert. And if you've noticed, I've been putting up a lot of the negative sides, right? Zesh had something to say. Shout out to Zesh. Chewy's had something to say, being iffy on Mostert. I agree with all of that. And that is the reason why Mostert can't, you know what I'm saying, win over 100% a number one spot. It's because of the health issues. And it has a lot to do with his speed and age.
Yeah, I mean, 33, you know what I mean? Health is deteriorating. So, of course, he's not going to be the number one dude. But I've said it all along, man. For him, I'm expecting, and for us to be a running team, like I'm expecting like 8 to 10 carries per game. That's where I'm at, right? And then Jeanty gets maybe the 15 to 20. Right, correct. And there you go. And at that point, we look up. Damn, we had what? Damn near 40 carries.
There we go.
Damn near 40 carries, running the ball. We doing our thing, right? And then you looking up almost 200 yards rushing. You would hope, right? Some shit like that, right? But either way, bro, you would want us to be leading the league in rushing as a team. 100%. As a team,
100%.
Being in there, being in the mix, right? Like just being 100%. In the mix. So I definitely expect.
I just gotta. Hey, you got to do your own homework on this Raider Nation 510. But you go check out Raheem Mostert's 40 time. And you come back and have a conversation. Bro, hey, we love all people that come here. Real talk. But I just want you to know, you talking to some heads over here. We know these numbers. We know these stats. These we know what's going on. It's night and day. Their speed is so opposite from each other. That's one of the reasons why Rundown is saying to change your pace. Because I'm telling you right now, Raheem Mostert is Olympic track style speed,
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Even at 33, he's way faster than man. The only way Jeanty is catching this man in a race is if
he trips,
pull his hamstring.
That's it.
The only way is to pull that hamstring. That's the only way that he's catching that man. Because I'll tell you, at 33, he damn near one of the fastest dudes on the team.
In the league.
So
okay, I'm gonna divulge it. He ran a 4.38, bro. He ran a 4.38 40. Whenever.
There's no touching that. Now, see that, and that's where I say, right there, you just get different things from both of the players.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Jeanty will be lucky to run a 4.5, let alone a 4.3.
If ran that 4.3, then of course it's a different story. But
he wouldn't have been in the Mountain West if he ran a 4.3 or 4.4. That's the difference. That's the difference when it comes to skill positions. Let me make sure I'm clear with this, right? Everybody wants to know, and this is my thoughts, right? This is what I look at, how I see things. Look, when it comes to that FCS, the speed and your skill set positions aren't going to be on par with the speed of the big time. And that's the difference. Mostert's running the 4.38, right? Wow. You're going to get a Jeanty in the Mountain West, which is what I consider FCS football. Running a 5, a 5.6, 5.8, whatever it is. It ain't no 4. Even if it give him a 4.4. I don't think people understand. A tenth of a second is drastic. Go check that out. There's already enough film out there. A tenth of a second on a 40 time is almost 7 yards.
And I'm trying to, and
it's
I'm
wild.
trying to think, right? Like,
it's wild.
I'll just say this, and again, I think that there'll be some time for Jeanty to get in here and do his thing. But just off the speed factor, I will say that I'm just like thinking about all the running backs just last year, right? Where I looked and I'm like, where are some of the running backs that are consistently breaking these longer runs, right? Who are they?
Gibbs.
I
mean, there's only
Saquon Barkley.
There's only a few.
Yeah,
only a few.
It's not that many. It's really not that many. Now, when I look at guys of Jeanty's mold and the way they're built, it's not that many guys that are doing that much breakaway shit. It's like you said, Jahmyr Gibbs, the Saquons, maybe the Bijans, but these dudes, when you look at all them three dudes, they have different things in common, dog. Like these motherfuckers are fast, right? They're exponentially fast. They have probably all of them got around that low 4.4, high 4.3 type of thing, right? Where all of them are probably running that. Jeanty's more on the 4.5, right? I look at Jeanty more of like the Josh Jacobs mold. Right?
Bingo. Small Josh Jacobs, not a Josh Jacobs, a small Josh Jacobs.
Josh is not breaking off long runs, bro. That's just not the type of running back he is. But what he does, bro, is the chunk, right? The 20-yard, 15-yard. And at the end of it, I lower my shoulder on you. Now, by the fourth quarter, when I break another 10-yard, and I'd already done lowered that shoulder into you about a couple times during the game, that 10-yard going to turn into an extra 17, maybe, maybe extra 18, because you don't want to get that shoulder by the end of the fourth. Right? But a dude like Saquon will be like, I don't care what quarter it is.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get up out of there. It's a difference.
It is. Huge difference. Huge.
Yeah, I don't really care if he's breaking all them long runs. It's just a simple, like, you're just breaking it down. It's like, I think we're just going to get different things from different dudes, right?
Correct.
Different things from different dudes.
Correct.
Now, obviously, they better use Jeanty to start it off, right? And let him do his thing to get his rhythm in the passing game as well as the running game. But, we're going to hear from most. We're going to hear from most.
Bro, Derrick Henry, you hit it on the head. He broke some big ones because he runs like a 4.3, 4.40.
Yeah, he actually, I think
Derrick Henry, runs a 4.340, guys. Let me look. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I want to see.
He's a fucking anomaly, dog.
Yeah, wow, he's a 4.5 guy, but I guarantee you that he ain't no 4.5 dude.
Derrick Henry
out there running. It says 4.5, but Derrick Henry, he's ran away from
nobody that
for
didn't
80
run that fast.
Yeah, he's ran away from people for 80 yards. Like, legit fast dudes. So
yeah.
I'm not even conceding. There's no way he runs a 4.5, and that would be close to Jeanty. That would be what Jeanty runs.
Can we say that Henry? Now maybe is it the long strides? Is it because he's different, bro? Like that dude that big running that, like, because that's what I'm saying, right? Because he's big. And he's running a 4.5, so that's kind of more impressive as what he's doing at that size.
Yeah.
Right, where it's like, dude is almost 250. Right?
It don't even make sense.
running high for a 4. So that's different, right? Like that's completely different animal.
It is.
With Jeanty being 5'8", that's different. Now, what Severe says is completely true. Speed is not the most important thing. The burst, the suddenness, the quickness, and I think he has the burst. I will say that.
Right.
Jeanty has the burst.
100%.
But
100%.
Yeah, I think that's where it separates. The
Jeanty has it all. Jeanty has it all. He's he is. You know what? This is the perfect. I think what I can give Jeanty. Jeanty is Emmitt Smith 2.0. And I might get a lot of hate with that conversation.
There's nothing that really flashed about Emmitt's game, though.
Bingo! You couldn't understand it. He broke tackles. He wasn't easy to bring down. He always fell forward. I think it's the same thing.
Hall of Fame, but I mean, okay.
Oh, he's winning the most yards in the NFL.
This is the thing. Do you think that Emmitt does what he did if he was not a Cowboy?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
but without a doubt, because that was just part of Emmitt's game. Emmitt actually, his blocking ability was second to nobody. That dude, he was stone cold. Stomper, the biggest linebacker in the league, 1-on-1, mano a mano. He never cared. It really didn't matter with Emmitt. See, and that's the problem with trying to diagnose, quote unquote, Emmitt because of that big line. But
and that's why I asked that, because I know and then you got Troy Aikman, fucking Michael Irvin, and all that. So
did Emmitt play with that offensive line his entire career? Because I think Emmitt actually went somewhere else and or played without that gigantic O-line, but still did this.
I only know Emmitt the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, even with the Cowboys, Eric Allen left, right? He didn't have that same offensive line, but he still did the same thing.
Now, if you could tell me that you think he would still be a Hall of Famer, even without being on that Cowboys team,
right?
Then it's not bad to say, all right, bro, he's like Emmitt Smith. You know what I mean? It's not bad. Right. That is not a bad comparison.
Correct.
Just I would just.
That's right. He went to Arizona, and I'm telling you, in Arizona, he did the same thing. I'm just telling you.
That's why it's like, bro, I need the contact balance is what has to translate.
And that's why I'm saying it's 2.0. It's 2.0.
If that translates, then it's gonna be the same thing where you're like, dog, how's motherfucker doing all that, but he's breaking all these tackles. You know what I mean? We're not be able to get this man down easily, and that's frustrating. As a
Emmitt did not get tackled easily, bro.
Oh my God,
Emmitt did not get tackled easily.
Right? And
that was his superpower.
We played it from both sides, right? Where it's like you play offense and defense. From a dude on a defensive perspective, you're like, dog, if this dude continues to bounce off these tackles, by the second half, it starts to get annoying. It starts to wear on you, dog. If dudes are bouncing off these tackles, Jeanty's not the only dude on this team that does that, right? Because Bauer's contact balance and the way he does things is crazy. What corner is going to deal with Jack Bech 24/7? His big strong ass, right? I told somebody it looked like Jack Bech just be seeking out bar fights for fun. Like, dog, I'm just gonna pick a random bar and hope some shit pop off tonight. It look like he get like that, bro. But
yeah,
there's not gonna be too many people that can deal with that physicality.
Arnold, I hate to tell you, but yes, because he did it with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, time would be time without the Patriots. Yep, he did it. He proved it. I mean, yeah. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. So did Emmitt. And that's why, hey, look, I'm a running back. I love just football in general before even the Raiders. Real talk. So when we talking about that running back game, now you in the sacred land of turf. T. Crump, how you would that? This is my space. And I'm telling y'all right now, Emmitt Smith be getting dogged out. And
now I will say this:
it's not fair, bro. I'm gonna put it out there. It's not fair, bro.
Emmitt Smith is a better comparison.
Bro. It's not
for Jeanty. It's a way better comparison for Jeanty than I would
anything
say
else.
A fucking LaDainian Tom. Nobody better say that. Stop saying that. They don't play the same. They're not
night
the
and
same.
day. Night
They're
and
not
day.
the same. No,
but Danny Tomlinson is in that argument of the top 5, like all time ever.
Greatest running back I've seen with my own 2 eyes.
Exactly, like that's not Jeanty.
That's probably, and I hate to say it, right? Because when I've seen the man with my own 2 eyes, it was more than likely whooping on our ass. When we talking about LaDainian Tomlinson, he was putting belt to ass to us. But either way, dog, with these own 2 right here, bro. Yeah. That's the best running back I've ever seen.
Tomlinson, what's up?
None of that.
I could watch him all day. I can watch him all day,
bro. But
watch him all day.
It hurts to say it. Now we get into the you get into the Barry Sanders conversation, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I just think now I see more modern day running back with Jeanty. I do see a lot of Marshawn. I do a quicker Marshawn. You know what I mean? Where just the way the way he plays. Right. I just feel like that is kind of the mold where he's at. Again, quicker. He's not. I don't know. I don't really know if he's as big because he is pretty big, but I don't know if he's like. Because that's the thing. Marshawn is like hood big and hood strong.
Marshawn was just.
You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker's not defined. You know, there's dudes in the hood where like they're not defined, but they just big. You know what I mean? Like
a superhero looking, like just something that don't make sense.
Yeah, bro, that's Marshawn, bro. It just be the dudes in the hood, like you know, he not overly cut or nothing like that, but the motherfucker just strong, built. You know what I mean? Like that's Marshawn. Jeanty's built, right? He's built. I'll say that. Now, I ain't gonna say what Brock said because what Brock said is wild. We gonna keep that. We gonna keep them comments for Brock. But whatever the case, bro,
right?
He got some definition to him. So I think he does have some size that's gonna be able to help him with the way he plays this year. But you know, it's always that learning curve, even whatever you look like. Unless you're Myles Garrett or whatever the case, bro, there's a learning curve, right? To how 100%. You got to train your body.
100%.
What weight I probably need to be at. You know what I mean? He'll learn all that after this year, so it's not really tripping. I just want to see. I want to see some of them traits this year just translate. That's it.
Me too. I'm with you, bro.
He gonna learn all that after this year.
I am with you. Yeah, hey, Frank Gore kind of guy. I wouldn't even put Jeanty in the Frank Gore category. Nah, Frank Gore is different.
Frank Gore, man.
Frank Gore different, bro.
Too, man. That's one of the ones. Bro. Now that's one of the running backs where there's nothing flashy about the game. Nothing. Right? He's steady. He's steady, bro. Like he's gonna do his job. So every time, bro. Yeah, he's steady, but there's nothing flashy about Frank Gore's game that you'll point out and be like, "Oh my God!" I remember. Really, I really don't remember him from nothing. To be honest with you, no. I just remember him from being always available and being steady,
always there.
Bro, we're talking running back.
The back was in the game.
I'm gonna bring up this guy right now, bro. And I just watched his highlights the other day, bro. Oh, these two guys, I just watched they shit. Chris Johnson and Arian Foster, bro.
Both of them dudes.
Watching them, bro. But dog, they was monsters, dog. Animals.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, there's nobody like them that I would bring up. They're both individuals. Like, I can't even think of we'd have to think long and hard to say,
Arian Foster had them injuries, man. It was the injuries.
That was his problem. But outside of those injuries, he was
he couldn't stay healthy. Now, CJ 2K now, that's different, right? This Chris Johnson was a different beast.
That dude. That dude. What? Where's Raider Menace? What are you? Oh,
I knew you were gonna be mad at. I knew you were gonna be mad. Hey, look, bro. It's not that. Okay.
It's not what.
He don't play like Marshall Faulk. He don't play like Marshall Faulk.
Not even Marshall Faulk.
Nah. Look. I'd have to see. I'd have to see Jeanty in the receiving game a lot more.
He can't come close to Marshall Faulk. I'd
have to see.
Marshall Faulk is in my top 3. There's no way you even bring up that conversation.
Yeah, because for me, bro, like Marshall Faulk was a receiver out the back. Like
Marshall Faulk was
the first one. One of the first ones that was like, "Oh, dog, we'll put him out wide. Put him out wide, dog, and let him run that route."
Marshall Faulk ran everything. He did everything offensively. Wide receiver.
I gotta see that. Because now you're gonna bring up stuff that's gonna give Turf a heart attack.
Heart attack, y'all trying, man. Like, are you Marshall Faulk? Like, see, I saw Marshall Faulk with my own 2 eyes, and I'm just telling y'all right now, there aren't 3 other players that's better than Marshall Faulk in my eyes. I'm just telling you, there's not 3. I can't think of 3 other players I've seen with my own 2 eyes that's better than what I saw from San Diego and the Rams. There's nothing you're going to get me to believe to date from what I've seen with my own 2 eyes. Marshall Faulk is as special as running back special gets. I'm just shocked that's even how you even bring that into
now you mean like he plays like him, or he's like
he's nothing is like him. Nothing. There's nothing like him. There is no part of Jeanty that looks remotely close to Marshall Faulk.
They don't have the same style.
Not even a little bit,
they got the same style, bro.
Not even the tiny bit. Marshall Faulk would fly through a crack in a 4.140. Yeah, Marshall Faulk's 40 time wasn't clocked properly, first off and foremost. I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. Marshall Faulk was probably the fastest dude I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes, including Deion Sanders. That football speed with Marshall Faulk was, I'm just telling y'all, bro, I talk about that play, and I'm going to say it right now. The man ran up the field for 70-something yards and didn't break outside of the hashes. In the cornerback that had the angle 15 yards behind him from Hawaii, he ran a 4.240, and he couldn't catch him. I'm just telling y'all, Marshall Faulk, that play is on Google right now. You can Google that Hawaii 72-yard trap by Marshall Faulk, and you're going to find the play I'm talking about. I'm just shocked that people bring that man's name up. And him, Barry Sanders, Sweetness, right? Walter. How do you bring these guys' names up, man? And running back. This dude ain't even played a football.
But I will say, okay, if you're going to talk about like the mold in which, like, does he play like it? Like
none of those guys.
Maybe Walter, but like
nope.
Walter wasn't like quick. You feel what I'm saying?
Walter would run you over standing straight.
But see, Walter was big as hell.
You standing straight.
He was big as hell. He was big as hell. So then it's like Jeanty not that big, right? Like Jeanty not Walter Payton big. So then it's like it's hard to say that. I don't want to say Maurice Jones-Drew either because I think he's better than Maurice Jones-Drew. I honestly, he's better. I don't care what nobody tells me, bro. Jeanty's better than MJD. Get the fuck out of here with that. I
agree with that. Now that I agree with that. He's definitely better than Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah, he's definitely better. He's definitely better than him,
particularly coming out of college.
Yeah. Kamara, I see him as a smaller Kamara. I do see that.
He doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the speed or quickness. He's nowhere.
Kamara's a little bit more faster.
And his balance, believe it or not, might be better than Jeanty.
Alvin
is a specimen. I think I'll cut him short.
He's deceitful because he'll be running full speed, and then the shit don't even look like he's running full speed.
Alvin Kamara, y'all running Alvin Kamara short.
Now, if you tell me that Jeanty has that type of contact balance, right? Because that's
right.
Probably the best example I can give of contact balance in the league with Alvin Kamara, right? Like where it takes like 3 dudes to really get him on the ground because if you don't, he tiptoeing and doing all this extra, so that's probably one of the best examples. And if he can give me that, for sure, I think Jeanty got a little bit more physicality to his game than Alvin. But I do agree with you where Alvin's a little more quicker, faster, right? Now, I have to, because this is the thing. Alvin has already proved in the receiving game that he's an animal, difference maker, right? I have to see that from Jeanty more consistently in the receiving game, where I can now put him in the category.
Real talk, you just trying to hurt. You want me to fall out. Real talk, you just planted that, huh? He wants me to fall out. Walter, he's the next Walter Payton, really? Come on, man. Now, hey, Curtis Martin, even though Curtis Martin was a big dude, he's more of the style of running back for Jeanty than any of these other guys y'all are naming off. 100%. Curtis Martin was a downhill.
I give him that one.
No cuts, like nothing flashy. That's a good assessment, Jeff. It's way closer. And to be honest, he's got a lot of work to do to be Curtis Martin, guy. Do y'all know these guys y'all are? These running backs, Curtis Martin? Bro, Curtis Martin was a dog. He was a dog.
I gotta see now. Severe says MJD was a 4.3 guy. I mean, yeah, he was. I still think he's better though. Even with that, I still think he's better than MJD.
805 in the building.
But then again, it's like here we go, bro. Like it's like we don't know what it is, bro, because we have no clue what he's gonna do when he comes out here. Again, I want him to do good. I think he's gonna do good, right? But then what if he come out here and you realize, right? A lot of us are saying Hall of Fame running backs.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like the top of the top, we ain't even, and we talking about that upper room Hall of Fame. We ain't even at that new. Like Curtis Martin is where now we starting to get back into the real world of
Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin and all that. Like that's
closer. That's a little bit better.
He better than
Raiders Allegiance. Shout out to Raiders Allegiance.
Yeah, he's better than
stature and quickness is more Dave Maggot, but lacks the speed. See, and that's what I'm trying to say. People, Dave Maggot was a dog.
How about Fred Taylor?
Fred Taylor. He don't even come close. He can't carry Fred Taylor's water jug. Fred Taylor? Man, you talking about another running back. You talking about one of them boys, bro. Hey, y'all. Man, Fred Taylor,
Now, hey, look, man.
Fred Taylor was that dude. If Jeanty becomes Fred Taylor, bro, we hit the jackpot.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm with that all day.
Jackpot.
I'm with that all day. Now, these are certain names that you can't bring up, especially with me, right? Like, now, Turf has his own Mount Rushmore. Right? Right? Because he has his own running backs. I got my own running backs. Hold on, I'm going to be right back. Hold on. Where is he? No one.
Yeah.
No one better say nothing about this man right
here. I agree.
This running back Jesus to me. All right, this running back Jesus, bro. This man, you can't be touched when he was in his uniform. Stop it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, that's another one, Raider Nation 510. Now you talking. Bruce McAllister. Another guy. And hey, don't let me think I didn't see it, 510. Because I'm shocked that my boys didn't get on this, because you actually brought up my guy, Sincere McCormick. So now you got me way confused.
Shit, here we go.
You got me confused, Raider Nation 510. You go from these spectrums, but I love Sincere McCormick. Just an FYI. Hey, much love, 805 Raider. I appreciate you for waking me up, bro. He threw a bomb up in there with that one. That was a good one. I'm sweating and everything after that comment.
Hey, nah, bro. There's certain names, bro, that you just,
it kills me. Yeah.
I think everybody, especially with AP, bro, you close your eyes. I can see that one play with the Steelers where he just caught that motherfucker over the middle and ran over pure into the ground, dog.
Right.
I can see it now. There's just certain running backs, bro, that just they're iconic, and we got to. I want this man to be that.
Hey, this is my dude right here. This is one of those specials right here I got posted up here on the board. My guy, Popcorn the English Bulldog. That's Lou Peters. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the hardest hitting safeties I have ever had to play against and with. From California, LA, Long Beach City College. This kid was a monster. Lou Peters was a monster. Him and Jared Lucero. They played at Long Beach City College. Obviously, I played at Mesa. I played against them, and then we were teammates at Montana State. I know you surprised, my guy. I saw T. Crump. I'm like, that's got to be somebody I played with. I know you surprised I'm not confident in Jeanty, bro. But there's a lot, man. There's a lot to have. There's a lot of back, There's a lot to talk about with that one. Don't worry, we gonna get to it. But yeah, we gonna get to it from that respect. But yeah, hey, shout out to my guy Lou Peters in the building. That's my dude right there.
Hey,
that's
big
my
fan,
dog.
man. Always glad when we can do that, man. Shout out Jerome, man. He says McCoy, man. Hey, I love LaShawn, man. LaShawn McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy is a monster.
He be on TV today, sounding dumb as a bag of rocks.
At
the end of the day, man. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I can't take away from the I can't take away from the talent perspective, but it's certain guys like him. Le'Veon Bell and shit.
Man,
you ruined your football perspective for me, man. Y'all just sound so stupid. Like, and now outside of football, y'all just terrible people. It's like, I can't. It's hard. hey, Adrian Peterson creeping up. Adrian Peterson creeping up in that mold too. He over there doing the stupid shit he doing.
He is. But hey, Adrian Peterson, he's easily in the top 10 all the time.
There's certain things,
Put him in the top 5. Like you said, Mount Rushmore, you put him in the top 1, 2, 3. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, he has a little bit more grace, but the other ones, dog, you're like, nah. Y'all wasn't all good to be doing all that. Right. Nah. Jeanty, rookie of the year. I hope. We already got two out of one.
I pray I'm wrong about this, but I just don't. I want y'all to know something. Y'all gonna get a whole healthy dose of Omarion Hampton both times we played him, and I think you're gonna be changing your tune on who you thought was the better running back out of this draft class. I'm just letting you. I'm getting y'all prepared. I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
Y'all just got Omarion Hampton, dog. Y'all got to go back to that draft part.
I was sick as a dog. When they drafted him, I was sick as a dog.
No, that low-key vindicated me because it's like you just signed Najee Harris, and the whole time I said, don't sign Najee.
Exactly, but they knew with that guy, it's over. It's over.
You get both. You get both.
Got that.
You get both. But I mean, that's the Omarion's the long term. We're going to see that for a minute.
Man, absolutely. Hey, and don't sleep on your guy that went to the Patriots. Again, I don't even understand it. Travion Henderson, bro.
But, hey, even the Broncos, and I don't think this guy.
RJ Harvey is about to have a.
Remember, I told you he was in my top. He was one of my top 10 running backs. You know what I mean? I liked him too. But
he's about to have a field.
I still think it comes with the pressure, but I still think we got one of them ones. Hopefully, because there are certain things that I've said like. That I think he has to work on 100%. And I'm not just going to sit here and dub him a Hall of Famer immediately. I don't do that with nobody. Can't do that. Right? That just don't make no sense, bro. Some of us don't learn from our mistakes.
Exactly.
Right?
And last night when I went through win-losses, I got us at 6 wins this year, ladies and gentlemen. And I thought about it long and hard. Hey, I got us at 6 wins.
My ceiling is 10. My ceiling is 10. My floor is like round 7 or 8. That's what
well, you got a bad floor, bro. Because my floor would be at 4. I think it'd be a repeat of last year. That's the floor. But my ceiling, I would say, is probably 8 wins. My ceiling is 8 wins, but I think we'll win 6. Give or take those 2.
The only way we're that trash is if Geno not playing.
It's not trash though. It's
I'm saying 4. I'm saying 4 wins. Like if it's last year, if it's last year, that's the only way it's like that is like we're decimated again.
Correct.
Because I don't think Pete, just the additions of Pete and all that, that don't equal 4 wins to me. I think that just equals better than 4.
Exactly.
But like if we're that bad, the season must have went off the rails, dog.
Completely.
Off the rails.
Completely.
So that's the only way, bro. That's the only way. So we'll see how it rocks, man, off of there, bro. But it's about to be 7 off of this mug, and I know the Raiders connection is coming on soon.
Coming up. So, we got our guys right there in the thick of it.
Hey, I was about to say, ain't you supposed to be going on with them?
Hey, we'll see. We'll see what's happening.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, my boy working. He's back. He's working. That's what I'm talking about, Unc.
Working, baby. Man.
Get it in. So y'all already know what time it is, bro. If y'all looking to tap in with the Raiders connection, that's our guy Leo, part of the TRS, and all our other guys, LV Raider 10, my dog Jay, Jeff as well, man. Tap in with them. You might see Turf keeping the conversation going over there as well. As far as rundown. Y'all know what it is, bro. Y'all seen me today. Tomorrow, got blunts and breakdowns with my guy Mike Yavelli. And guess what, bro? We with the Trench Babies tomorrow, man. We watching the film of our rookie D lineman tomorrow, man. So make sure y'all tune in. We back with another breakdown. So we hitting it there. We're gonna stay on the trenches for a little bit on the breakdown session, man, because we got a lot of good shows lined up. But as y'all know, man, we keeping it pushing as we do. So make sure y'all hitting all them buttons. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're feeling what you're hearing. And Turf, man, anything you want to say before we go on out of here, big dog?
Hey, once again, I mean, I'm on my appreciation spree for each and every person that reached out, that sent a condolence. For the ones that didn't, but were thinking about it, right? All those good things, man.
Right.
Everything is love. I really, really do appreciate it. You have no idea how just a simple message helps get through something like this. So appreciate y'all. He said it. I'm back 100%. I'm having shows every day, all day, however you see fit. Yeah, it's on and cracking, man. Shout out to Raider Nation. I love every one of y'all, man. Real talk. Hey, I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back.
This is what we do, man. We always here for our people, man, our brethren, our sisters, man. Anybody that's in need of that love, man. We here for it. Shout out our dog Space Beast in the building, man. And when I get on stream, I'm going to be doing an unveiling of some things Space Beast has sent, man. He done sent some things through to your boy, man. Some little gifts, man. So we gonna do a little unveiling of that. I'm excited. I'm hella excited for that. So appreciate my dog, man, being here. Appreciate everybody for being here. As y'all know,
Absolutely.
man, y'all can be chilling with any Raiders content creators, but you come and chilling with your guys, man. As I always say, much appreciated, man. It's family around here as we try to build it. So till next time, man, we gonna make another Turf and Rundown show, of course, man. We back and rocking. So y'all gonna see it soon. But keep it smooth, and we gonna see y'all on the Raiders Connection. I'm gonna see y'all in the comments. But you might see Unc on screen. But until then, man, you already know. We'll see y'all next time.
All right. Peace.
You're so sweet to me. You're so sweet to me. The things you're doing to my mind, I want you to do to my body.
Too raw.
Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, sure. Hey, you are looking at me like, hey, it's your shift now.
Yeah. It's time for you to get on up out of here, bro.
yeah, we go ahead, boy. Time for my boy to eat. You already know what it is, man. Hey, much love to you. Of course, we're gonna continue to link it up. Whatever you need, man. Let me know. If you need somebody to holler at, talk to, whatever the case, man. Let me know. I'm always here for you. You already know what it is, man. You already know.
Absolutely.
And Pop started his channel too, so he want to get you on too.
I'm on it. You already know, and I'm ready.
Link up with him, bro, because he was like, man, I need to get Turf on, man. Blah blah.
Right.
But I'm like, all right, bro, I'll let you know when he's back.
I'm on it.
All right, you already know, man. Much love to you and the fam, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, one.
All right, one.